The other thing that happens in politics, and we've seen a lot of this, you mentioned Rupert Lowe. He was subjected to an investigation by the police. It didn't end in any charges, but about bullying and harassment. And this whole thing which they're calling lawfare, where you're using the law to get to your enemies. It's ugly, as I say, and there are all sorts of things with the spat between Trump and Elon working on that sort of basis. A lot of claims about Elon and drug use. And you previously said that he could barely handle 2 beers, let alone get involved with that sort of side.
Yes, no.
Well, how do you address the impact of such rumours on Elon's reputation and your family?
How do I address the attacks?
Yes, the attacks. I mean, well, 2 things. How do you address the rumours? Because you throw enough dirt around, it sticks.
Well, I mean,
how do you address that?
If a rumour is real, I mean, if it's true, then you try to, I suppose, do something about it. But if it's not true, well, what's the point? I mean, I'm not going to lose any sleep over, something that's totally not true. I mean, so if it's not true, I don't worry about it. I imagine it will fizzle out by itself because nature, in its way, will see to the end of that.
Yeah. Is that the advice you'd give to Elon as well, then? The accusations about drug use in particular. The accusations about drug use in particular, which seem to permeate lots of media, they keep picking up on it. How would you suggest that Elon deals with it?
Well, Elon went, when they did this, I think it was in June, in May or June, he went and had a complete drug body test, and a lot of things, whole pages of things, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. So everything was 0. So then he put that out, but at the same, which to clarify the issue, because there's no way he takes drugs. That's ridiculous. None of us, we all a little bit medicine shy, I would say, with this, most men are actually, you go to a man and say, you think you should take one of these tablets? I'll be okay, don't worry about it. That's how we are. So, we tend not to rush to get. None of us got the COVID. Well, certainly I got the COVID injection. Thanks, and so on. But if they given us a tablet, it might have worked. We might have taken, but we don't like injections. But anyway, no. But if you work for SpaceX, because it's classified work, you have to be. You can't. You have to employ. Americans, in America to work in the space industry, you have to be cleared. You can't just. You have to have a classification, or what do they call it, a security classification or something like that. And of course, you have to be checked for substance abuse. And I believe with the people in the space agency work, it's every 6 weeks you have to go for a substance abuse. But the same applies to pilots. I don't know if you know that. Into airline pilots, ATL,
yes.
Airline pilots, and you have to go for. You have to prove that you don't take anything. I mean, obviously, in the flying world, it's even worse. I mean, you're not allowed to take any alcohol within 48 hours of an international flight. And there have been cases of airline pilots sneaking a beer, the day before a flight, and they've been boarded for that. They've been boarded for doing that.
Yeah. So your advice would be, he's had all the tests. It's an absolute lie.
No, it's not true. So we don't worry about it. I mean, why worry about something that's nonsense?